Welcome to the Side Out Society podcast, your go-to place for the culture, stories, and community surrounding women's volleyball. I'm one of your hosts, Tiff Oshinsky.
And I'm Lindsay Harwood, your other host.
Lindsay, I'm so excited because we are continuing our college volleyball guest list, and this time it's with a national champion who is already taking her sports love beyond the court, which I'm so excited and proud of her about.
I know, it's really exciting. We saw her play last year in the national championship, and we're so happy to have her join us today.
Yes, today's guest is the ultimate glue player, someone who can hold the team together on the court with her defense during clutch moments, while also holding the entire locker room together off it with her heart. That kind of mindset isn't an accident, as it comes from growing up in a competitive, sports-driven household. She comes from an ultra-talented athletic family led by her dad, a 9-year NFL veteran. She made a name for herself early in Arizona, winning a 6A state championship in high school before heading to Grand Canyon University, where she racked up nearly 400 digs in a single season and helped lead GCU to its first ever NCAA Tournament appearance. From there, she transferred to Texas A&M, where she became a vital piece of the puzzle, delivering clutch aces and digs under pressure while serving as that steadying force for her teammates. Off the court, her impact was just as huge, earning a spot on the SEC community service team for her work in the community before capping her college career with a national championship title. Now she's taking her passion for sports into her next chapter as a social media intern at ESPN. She's a clutch performer, a culture builder, and the ultimate teammate. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tatum Thomas.
Yay,
Yay.
welcome.
Welcome.
Happy to be here. So
Yay.
happy to be here. So excited. So excited.
And you have the perfect background
I know.
for where you're working.
Yes.
I know,
In
look
case-
at that.
The branding is everywhere. If you forget where you're working, you never will, because it is everywhere. You can't miss it.
You've been so busy this summer at ESPN in beautiful Bristol, Connecticut. I know how
Yes.
gorgeous Bristol is,
So-
because I've been there before too.
So stunning. Yeah, all the
So
sights.
stunning. So how is it going so far?
I think it's been great. I mean, it's everything and more like I could never imagine. I mean, just being here on campus, it's like its own tiny college. So I feel kind of a little bit like I went from college to now work college. I don't know. But yeah, it's been super great. My team that I work with has all been super amazing with my whole onboarding process and just getting to meet people that are awesome.
And so when did you come to Connecticut and New York, and what have you been doing this summer? Like, tell me, have
Yeah.
you been here before?
No. Okay. Yeah. So this is like my first time ever really on the East Coast. Like the furthest up that I've been was Philly in Philadelphia. So this whole like Northwest or Northeast region has been unlocked, which has been a lot of fun. But yeah, so I've been spending a lot of time here in Connecticut and even more time in New York. So our social media team, we have an office in 7 Hudson Square, which is in Soho in Manhattan. So I go back and forth from here and there. And yeah, I've just been posting. My title is the show social intern. So I watch any ESPN show that like streams from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., 8 to 5. And I clip any sort of funny moments, breaking news, and anything that I think would perform well on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook.
That's so fun.
It is so fun. Is this what you were studying in college?
No.
Oh,
Yeah. So I actually graduated from the business school with a marketing minor. So I guess kind of marketing
kinda.
and social media, but no, I graduated with my business degree.
that's awesome. That's so
Yeah.
cool. I mean, I feel like when I was, going through the ranks in college, I was a film major. And at first it was like, I want to be an award-winning director. And then I found, I was always an athlete, and I found out
Yeah.
about sports documentaries, and I was like, I could be a sports filmmaker, and went like
Yeah.
that path. So it was sort of the same, but
Yeah.
different, using
A
skills.
little bit. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you can study whatever you want, but ultimately you can do whatever you want for a job, kind
I
of.
was like, I don't think my major really affects what I'm doing currently. So
Yeah, and you know what? That's okay. It happens like that sometimes.
Yeah, seriously. Now, I want to quickly go back and talk about this championship run that you guys got to go on at Texas A&M, because Lindsay and I watched every second of that. We were in Kansas City for the semifinals. We came home and we had a watch party with like our daughters and friends
That's
and
so
daughters.
fun.
All of the girls. What was the dog that you guys put on your T-shirts?
Reveille, that's our mascot.
Yes. So
Yes, Reveille.
all of the girls, I printed out both Kentucky and Texas A&M like logos, and put out posters for them. I'm like, design your posters, and every single one made Texas A&M and took the Revelry like pictures. Like they absolutely loved it. But talk about your experience, because I feel like it was kind of, not that you guys were a Cinderella team. You guys were very, very good, and you were always ranked, but everyone thought it was going to be like Nebraska or Kentucky or Pitt. So what was this run like for you?
Right. I mean, unforgettable. It's just so amazing, so much fun. I think it's just something I'll never be able to forget. I think the reason that we went so far was just we all were having so much fun. Not that we didn't take it too seriously, but with such a veteran senior heavy roster, we all kind of just were enjoying the time together and enjoying where we were at and just really embracing the moment. And so I think not putting so much pressure on ourselves saying, we have to win, but also doing that, but enjoying ourselves while doing that and being competitive. I think that is like the biggest piece of where our kind of success came from, for sure.
yeah, we were there the day before and watched all the final four teams practicing. And I think Tiff and I looked at each other when you guys went on the court and we were like, they look like they're having fun. There is a vibe with your team that we could just feel, and just, it seemed like you really loved each other, were happy to be there, and just were a little giddy and excited, and in the best way possible. And obviously that translated to a national championship.
Totally. I mean, yeah, like you said, you were at practice, but I think it started at Nebraska at that regional, but it just goes back to like how much our team and even our staff, we're just like, we've never been here. Well, we've been to that regional, but we've all never been here. So we're lining up on the edge in the NCAA tournament. Our practices are timed. So we're like, the time on the clock starts once you step foot on the court. So we're like, okay. And we are holding hands, lining the court, and we jump onto the court. Everyone probably thought we were so unserious and silly, but I mean, we had our whole coaching staff, everybody jumping onto the court. And I think, again, it just goes back to that connection and like love, like true, genuine love that we all had for each other. It was just so much fun.
Yeah. No, that moment was so special to see in person. And I think that was even something we posted a behind the scenes of. That's probably our most viewed video, of just like your team behind the scenes being so excited to jump on the court. And it just says something about it. Can we just go back to that regional game for 1 second? Because your game against Nebraska has to be, no exaggeration, the best volleyball game I've ever seen in my life.
It was so exciting.
It was exciting. And you should have seen Tiff and I like at home watching it, and how insane we were. So I can't even imagine your emotions. What was that like? Like just hearing it from you, I'm sure you've talked about it before, of like beating is such a staple team like Nebraska, but really, what was that like? Even just off the court afterwards, or the emotions that came up with that. Just give me a little background about it.
Yeah, I'm like replaying it in my head right now. Just unbelievable. Like all I can do is smile. I just like playing at Nebraska and playing in that gym. It's just one of those kind of venues that's like storybook, like dream venue you want to play in. Same as like Wisconsin and their field house. Like it's just, wow, you grow up being a little girl, like, I want to play there. Like, I want to play in that gym. And then you finally get there and you're playing there. And then you hear that they're 33-0 on the season, and we're going to come in and play. I mean, just so like speechless, honestly. But it just was so cool to be able to be there, and like we won the first set and we're like switching sides. We're like, okay, like we just did that. Like that's awesome. Like we took a set off of Nebraska, and then the second set happens and we're switching sides again, and the gym gets a little bit more quiet, and we're said, oh, we're up 2 sets on Nebraska. I mean, we know it ended up going to a 5th setter, but I mean, even after winning, just absolutely like speechless, like trying to form tears, being so excited, but more so just like, we just did that. Like that was amazing. I mean, just the excitement of knowing we're going to a Final Four. We even just making it to that regional, to that round of the regional, and then beating Nebraska, going to the Final Four, knowing all of us were in agreement, like we're currently making history. We're in history right now. Like this is unbelievable.
It was so cool. Actually, it was funny because I had some friends come over for that semifinal game, and they were late. And you guys are already up 2-0. And I remember as soon as it came, I'm like, you guys, you have to hurry. Like the game might be over soon. And they were like, what? And then you guys put on that insane performance, the 37-35 set. I know you guys lost that one, but it was still, my friend's husband likes volleyball, but you know, is like a casual fan, and he became a lifelong fan after just watching that. Just he was locked in. He couldn't believe it. So it was just so cool. And then not only that, but you had a dig kill.
That's
in
a
that
dream.
match.
That's my defensive dream.
Dig kill.
Like not just against,
man.
like not just having one, but against Nebraska.
Like, it's just like one of those things that you see in youth volleyball. It's like, oh, wow, she got a dig kill. But like, that's kind of how I thought about it. I was like, I just got a dig kill against Nebraska. This is hilarious. Like, are we serious? I think I was more so, I was just like, okay, it worked. So there we go. Oh, that's
Gotta
too
love
funny.
that.
No kidding. Yeah, that 4th set, is 37-35, right?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Ridiculous like that. I remember just the volume in the gym, just the floor was shaking. I didn't realize it, but I had gone back to serve at one of the game points that it was like, okay, like we need to win this set. And my teammates were like, Tatum, the floor was shaking. I was like, oh, I didn't feel that. I think I was too locked in, but I was like, it was just unbelievable. Like I said, dream venue you want to play in as a little girl, and then getting to do it. And in that atmosphere, 10 out of 10 experience.
How do you lock in when it's that crazy of a venue, that loud, that moment that, you know, you could win and end this game knowing that you're going to the finals, or, you know, or I should say to the quarterfinals in Kansas City, or, you know, you go to a 5th set, but like, how do you mentally lock in that?
For sure. I mean, at least for most of the season, I mean, I knew my role was kind of to go in, do my job, serve a good aggressive ball. But for the most part, just having that kind of like game time, like mindset, like staying locked in when I'm off, like when I'm on the side, when I'm on the court, like can't just be coming in all willy nilly and then coming in, oh, go serve. Like very much have to still be dialed in on the game plan and whatnot. But back actually at GCU, I had learned from the U.S. national team, their mental health coach, her name was Sue. She taught us about kind of breathing and regulating your breathing. And then it circled back, it showed up again with Alicia Glass. She was our mental health kind of sports performance coach at A&M, close friend of Jamie's. So that's where that connection was. And the box breathing kind of came back of like, breathe in for 4, hold it, and then like exhale for a long time. But I have my routine and I locked that in very early on. And in order to serve a good ball and just routine is good. That's where having a routine is good in all assets of life. That's where I'll leave that. But I think just like being able to go back, kind of dial in on the court, do my routine, just like to settle in any nerves, but then just have that kind of gamer mentality.
Love that.
It's really incredible to see. Is your routine like your service routine, just bouncing the ball, that kind of thing, or is there something behind that more mentally that you're saying to yourself?
Honestly, mentally, look at my serve zone. Not blacking out, but like I think just like it was really, like I had said, kind of a gamer mode of like get my zone, look, like see where like I'm serving to you. And then like doing my bounces, and while doing that, controlling my breathing. Like I have a specific like breathing pattern that I do. I would do it right now, but that'd be weird in my mic. But like
we'll trust you on it. Yeah.
But kind of like doing my bounces, taking my breaths, and then like looking across the net and be like, we're coming, like going to you.
No, it's just so good to hear that, because I think a lot of players listening to this, that situation that you were in is like the most heightened, stressful, unbelievable experience. So if you're talking about how you stay calm in that moment, I think we can all take a lesson on the court and even in just my everyday life of how to stay calm in a stressful moment.
Just breathe.
I need to do more of that. I'm just thinking of like my adult rec league games when I'm back at the service line and it's like game point for a game that doesn't matter, and I'm like, just get the ball in, just get the ball in.
No, I'm gonna say like, what would Tatum do? Yeah. Okay, what would Tatum do?
What would Tatum do?
Take a breath and kind of, I mean, can't say I've never thought, don't miss your serve, but I think for the most part, just being so confident, like knowing like, I'm not just going to make my serve. It's going to be a confident, hard ball, and you're going to pass this out of system or shank it or get an ace.
Mm-hmm. Are you, when you're playing, and if you shank a ball or you miss a serve, are you naturally hard on yourself, or is it easy for you to shake it off? Is that just part of your training over the years that you're able to move on quickly?
For sure. Yeah. I think like initially it's like, like I could have had that. And then it's immediately, okay, next ball, next point, or like next rep, whatever, because you can't stay down on yourself too hard. Volleyball's too quick, too much of a momentum sport to really be down on yourself and woe is me, I shanked the ball, doing all that. So I definitely learned that over time. That came with growth and just playing the game forever. But yeah, initial kind of like, man, but like, okay, next ball, next point, like make an adjustment, know like, okay, I can do this next time or this, and then moving on.
Mm-hmm. You had mentioned Jamie Morrison, the head coach. He just seems like amazing. He won Coach of the Year. Everyone talks about how wonderful he is, but can you give a personal assessment of how he is as a coach?
Oh yeah, no, he's great. I think Jamie, you guys see it all on social media. You see him with his daughter and kind of how he interacts with us, and that's exactly who he is through and through. He is a volleyball coach, very knowledgeable of the game, very passionate about the game, but then like vice versa, feels the same way about checking in on us, making sure that we're okay, like as people, our personal lives, how's your family, how's this, and still we text back and forth to this day. I'm not there, I am far gone, but he really values each of his players as people. And I think that's what really sets him apart genuinely from other, I guess, coaches, and where he gets a lot of respect and kind of, I don't know, you guys like him.
Yeah, he's really fun to watch. Yeah.
He is a great guy. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's actually, I think this year is going to be really interesting to see how he coaches Texas A&M, because I believe you guys had 9 seniors that graduated this year, which is wild. Pretty much your entire starting lineup is not there anymore, unless they somehow can stay for that 5-year eligibility rule. But but I don't know. I know you're not going to be there, but maybe some others will. I don't know. But how does Jamie take stuff like that, and like how does he handle that type of adversity where all of a sudden his starting lineup is like boom decimated and he's got to backfill? How does he handle that, and what's like his mindset going into these like every season?
For sure. I mean, I think Jamie does a really great job at grabbing people out of the portal. Kind of like I said, great athletes, but that are also great people. And that's something that he actively is searching for when he's looking in the portal. So when you're trying to rebuild, I guess, a team after losing 9 seniors, you have to naturally look to the portal. You'll have your incoming freshmen that you've also recruited, but just going to the portal, and like I said, he does a great job at knowing, okay, like you'll be a good fit for our team and whatnot, not just statistically, but as a human as well.
Oh, that's great. And I think, yeah, like I feel like this year Texas A&M is not the underdog anymore as the defending national champions, but you also have a brand new lineup and brand new team. So I'm wondering, even just, I know you're not there anymore, but like, how does that mindset of going back, not being the underdog anymore, like how do you go into a new season just from your own experience, like as a transfer, for example, like going to a new team? What is that like? And what kind of, like, what do you think's going on behind the scenes with Texas A&M, and how do you personally like start over and make a name for yourself at a new team?
For sure. I was still at A&M kind of finishing school in this past spring, so I got to see some of the spring games, and I think just knowing, at least for the transfers and girls coming into our program, at least at A&M, having won a title, knowing that there's going to be a target on A&M's back, essentially, and kind of having these big expectations or shoes to fill, essentially. But as a transfer myself, kind of from my own experience, going in and not making a name for myself, but or proving myself, but just showing, being consistent in ways that I know who I am and being like my most true, authentic self and not trying to do too much or not enough. But yeah, I think that would be my biggest probably advice, or for our newer girls and for anyone that's transferring or coming into a new program, just be yourself, work hard, and things should work out.
Can we go back? Well, I don't even know if it's going back. Can we talk about your family? Because I love this like family dynamic that you guys have. I know that your sister played volleyball. You have a brother who's an athlete, your dad. I mean, what was it like growing up in that household?
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun. And I learned very quickly, not a lot of people are having just like, oh, sports every weekend, there's some practice, or having to shuttle multiple kids to practice at one time, or the carpools and all that. But I think just my household and upbringing is like the biggest reason of where I am personally today. My dad, earlier today, while I'm at work, he's sending me videos of me training and doing like shuttle drills and whatnot. And he's like, it all paid off, which yes, it did. My dad is such a proud like dad all the time. He's had his whole career and whatnot, but he's then like took a step back and he realized, I can just be a fan. I'm not coaching. You guys got this, trust your training. That's something that he's always reiterated was trust God, trust your training. But yeah, I think having my dad as a role model and just his story of kind of track and football and then his success and being able to go to him and have him, and even my sister, having her as a resource, which is a little closer in age, and she also played volleyball. So being able to have her as a resource through the recruiting process, how to navigate traveling and college athletics and sports and all the things. I think that's really the biggest reason to where I am today.
I'm guessing you are a competitive family. Would that be correct to say?
Yes. Yeah. We actually I think it's our 3rd year, but we get together for Christmas in Florida, and we started our annual pickleball tournament. So which I can't wait until my nephews are big enough to kind of join in. They're 2 and 6 now, so that might be a while. And it gets really competitive, but we all go to the pickleball courts that are in our neighborhood, and I make a whole bracket. It's a whole thing. My sister's a proud back-to-back Pickleball Christmas, pickleball champion. But yeah, we all play pickleball. We're always doing that or throwing a football or like growing up playing basketball in our backyard. Like we're always doing something, always moving.
That sounds like my family vacations. Mine is like, the pro athlete dad, but my brothers or my nieces and nephews, it's always the same thing.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, especially, well, my brother-in-law, he played football at Alabama and he played in the league, but it's just so funny. We got our Theraguns out. We've got our Normatec boots. Once we're playing, like the power plate things, those vibrate. We're warming up there, and then after oh man, I shouldn't have gone for that. Oh man, we're hurting. It's a good time. It's a real good time. You sound
like us, and then I have like a 18-year-old nephew who's just like, hey, I'm ready to go, and he's just no stretching needed.
Right, like. That's awesome. I love that. That's how it is in college. We had 9 seniors. We're all coming to practice an hour early and we're all in the training room. We've got our beds and heating packs and everything. And the freshmen come in 10 minutes before. We're like, all right, let's go to practice. We're all like, oh my gosh.
So unfair.
To be young again.
To be young. To be young.
No kidding.
Your sister is older than you, right?
She is 9.5 years. Quite the age gap. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
My sister and I are 6 years, so.
Okay. Oh, 6 years. Nice.
Yeah. So I get it.
Where does she live?
She's currently in West Palm Beach, Florida. So she lives there with her husband and 2 kids. And she actually recently just got into a beach volleyball league. So she's been enjoying that. Fun. Very recreational, nothing competitive. But I mean, hard to stay away from the sport for so long.
I know. True. Yeah, Tiff and I still play, not on your level, and probably not hers, but we still love to play.
It's still fun. Yeah, it's still fun. Volleyball's a great sport.
And I've made so many friends. It's so social. It's a great sport.
Still have dreams actually to play in the adult open nationals whenever they, because they do that every
Tiff,
year.
We need to do this. We keep talking about this.
We keep talking about it. We want to get a team, Side Out Society team. So Tatum, if you want to play, because we're littles, we'll just be a team of littles dominating all the big.
Yeah, we need someone over like 6 feet.
One person, just one.
We just only one. Littles dominate. We can do it all.
Defense wins championships.
Yeah. That's what they say. That is what they say. Proof is in the pudding.
Exactly. So with your sister being 9 years older than you and her entering the volleyball space for like before you, what was your dad like when he first became a volleyball dad?
Oh, intense. I remember being at tournaments and kind of sitting and watching and hearing, "Rob, what are you doing?" Getting all angry and whatnot. Or even in the back early in my career, I hear, like those little kind of, like, I don't know, exclamations, whatever. But that's what I kind of mentioned earlier. He's learned to become a fan. He's learned to become a fan. But yeah, he was definitely very passionate, very, very passionate and wanting us to win.
So when you started to play, was he a pacer? Was he a sitter? What was he?
Stander with the camera. He had the camera.
Well, yeah, he's sending you your old clips of like training and videos.
Yeah, the camera. It then digressed to the iPhone, and he was great. I'm glad he did it. Looking back now, I'm glad he did it because it's really fun to go back and watch like 5-year-old me just bopping around the court.
Yeah, now he can say, "Oh, it's worth it. You're a national champion."
Exactly.
It all started from his mixtapes that he was making about you that you didn't even realize.
Yeah, no kidding. Just for himself too. Not putting them anywhere. Just for himself. Pure love of the game.
That's so sweet. I love that.
Love him. He's great. We'll have him on next time.
Yes, we love a good volleyball dad.
We do. He actually was blowing up during our tournament run on TikTok. a little bit. Him and all the volleyball dads, they started vlogging, and my dad vlogged every round of our tournament run, I think from Nebraska. He's like, all right, we're here. And then they got coined like volley dads on TikTok, or like Aggie volley dads.
Amazing.
How did I
It
miss
was a lot of
this?
fun.
I know. How did we miss this?
Maybe it wasn't as blown up as we thought.
No, it definitely could have been, because my TikTok use is limited to just posting like our stuff. I'm very bad with TikTok. I'm the old
enough.
person when it comes to that. But like
I think I've seen this.
I
like
usually
the dads,
like
yeah.
Usually the volleyball trends though hit me. Like I feel like they get me. I feel like maybe I was just watching too much like on the court that I wasn't actually paying attention to social.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, it was great. It was a lot of fun.
Wait, Tatum, so speaking of social media, so you've been interning at ESPN this summer. Yes. Have you noticed, and you're watching so much content, like just from the lens of a volleyball player and seeing volleyball content, like what do you think we're missing? Like I know how volleyball is blowing up all over. In our world, it's huge already, but we're trying to get more fans out there every year. Ticket sales are going up and viewership's going up and all of that. Like what can the volleyball world do? What can we do? What can you do to help make better exposure on social media for volleyball and the volleyball players themselves?
For sure. Well, I think we're already heading in the right direction. Every time I post, there's an option to select a sport, and there's a volleyball tab now. And I kind of mentioned it to one of my coworkers, saying like, oh, like, look, there's volleyball. They're like, yeah, that's actually new. So I was like, that's awesome that we now have a volleyball tag for ESPN to post to, ESPNW, and all the platforms. So I really feel like with what you guys are doing with your podcast and just posting and players, I mean, the influx, volleyball is the fastest growing girl sport in the country. And I just feel like what us college girls are doing, I know it's in the NIL era, but posting TikToks, posting the day in our lives, and like even individual schools, their social media teams really leaning in on trends and engagement, and not just trying to appeal to the volleyball, I guess, community, but just continuing to appeal to other people, or like other audiences, other sport audiences that would be like, oh, volleyball's pretty awesome. Like we should like tune in more or whatnot. So I really feel like everything that we've done thus far has gotten us to a really good spot. And I'm really excited to see what it like ends up becoming and being, for sure, in the country.
When you start to meet, work with the higher ups over there, I feel like a lot of the people this year and in previous years, but this year I felt like especially, a lot of people are like, why are the first two rounds only on ESPN Plus and not on the actual broadcast? And I'm kind of like, I agree. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad ESPN, I will say, is by far the best network for the sport, because they have the SEC and they have their channels, their streamings. Yeah. They also are owned by Disney, which has ABC, which is why the finals are on ABC. So like the spider web of games is huge. You can see a ton of games within ESPN properties. However, it's still just college, and a lot of it is still, on the app if you want to watch it. So I feel like, I'm waiting for ESPN to take that next step and say, oh, like let's air the whole tournament on the network. Or even ESPN2 or ESPNU, whatever it might be. But I'm like, come on, ESPN.
No kidding. I absolutely agree. I mean, I think last year, I remember there being talks already after the first two rounds of like, so yeah, like you said, why weren't these televised? And them kind of working behind the scenes on that and like trying to figure out, because I don't think the network really realized how big or how important or vital that the first two rounds are. I mean, it's good. Like I said, it's an entertaining sport to watch. You're going to get really good engagement. But yeah, I think we should be seeing more volleyball in the future on TV, on ESPN. But Yeah, I think.
Yeah, let's hope. And as you work your way up the ladder, you will make those decisions.
There's probably some more
hope.
behind the scenes things that I'm personally not a part of, but eventually there will be. I mean, I feel like we've seen the influx even in the WNBA of the attention and spotlight that they're getting, and the deserved spotlight, honestly, that they've gotten on getting TV time and whatnot. So I just think staying patient, and we'll eventually make our way to where we should be on the big screen. ESPN.
So is your volleyball playing career pretty much done? Are you ready for the next chapter in your career?
I am. It is chapter closed. I thought I had played with the idea of a 5th year playing beach, but I thought, why not we'll close this chapter, storybook, truly storybook ending.
Yeah.
You couldn't have written it any better. So closing that book here, besides the ESPN Adult League that we have every Thursday, that is the
Lucky
sure
to
you
have you on
dominated.
their team.
yeah, that is the volleyball that I've partaken in so far. But
I mean, that is the next, when you decide to hang up your knee pads, that is the next iteration, I feel. But I don't know, Lindsay. I was going to play in college, ended up not, and just did intramurals instead. And like we said, we still play adult rec, but I kind of find it really kind of more fun because it's not what it used to. That anxiety of I need to get to college, I need to win. It's more just fun competitiveness.
And it's fun for the game. It's just for the love of the game. I love the competition. It's just fun. Yeah. And it's still very competitive. Let's be real. We're both very competitive
100%.
people.
100%, but it's fun competition.
yeah, that's what makes it fun, because you can be competitive and go hard, but kind of in the back of your head, this is fine. This is all fun.
And I feel like for you, you're I've got my national champion. I've had an incredible career. You're right. It's a storybook ending. I feel like all athletes would want to have an ending like that if you could choose.
Yeah, no kidding. I am so grateful for the way that things did end. I thank God every day. I couldn't imagine any other kind of ending to my career.
And now you're off to so much exciting, better things.
I know.
Not better,
so many
different
cool
things.
Different,
Different
awesome things.
Different for sure. The 8 to 5 is real, guys.
I know, it's not easy.
Corporate America is real.
Well, Tatum, we don't want to take up too much more of your time. I know, especially because you have to be in the office at 8 a.m. for some social clipping. So we want to end the interview with what we call the side out sprint. So it's just a bunch of kind of fast-paced, fun questions. So,
Oh, okay, fun. Wait,
you ready?
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
All right, here we go. What major sporting event would you like to work?
A Super Bowl.
ESPN's hosting 2027.
There you go.
Yeah, in Los Angeles.
In
or
LA.
Vegas.
Yeah,
in
in
Los
LA.
Angeles. Yes, the Super Bowl, or if I could have, the Knicks final that was in New York. I think that would have been a lot of fun. But probably the Super Bowl. I think that'd be a really great time.
What is the biggest treat yourself thing that you've gotten for yourself or that you've done?
For winning
Winning or just a
in
reward
life,
for yourself in life.
Ice cream, a sundae. Honestly, I like to do online shopping, but my biggest guilty pleasure, I have the biggest sweet tooth known to mankind. So just indulging in ice cream.
What's your flavor?
Really anything. I'm a simple girl. I like a hot fudge sundae from McDonald's. Or there's this place called Andy's in Texas. They have really good concretes or whatnot.
What's
and I actually
concretes?
just it's kind of a thicker, soft serve, and you can throw in your mix-ins and whatnot.
Never heard of that.
It's phenomenal.
Sounds amazing.
It's phenomenal. This past week, I just was introduced to Ben & Jerry's. It's this cookie dough amazingness in a pint. So guilty pleasure.
All right, next question. Go-to beauty product.
Oh, I think my Rhode blush. I really like it. Any Rhode blush. I'm wearing Freckle right now. You probably can't tell, But yeah, I really like my blush. I think it's just like my favorite part of my like makeup routine. Just like, look at me.
You have like beautiful, perfect skin. I gotta take some notes.
Oh my
do.
gosh. Oh well, thanks. Thanks so much. It could just be this overhead lighting.
It works. It looks great.
Thanks.
Okay, this is kind of random. What is your most irrational fear? Do you have a fear?
Oh, that's a good one. Well, I guess I could say like a cruise.
Oh, I don't like cruises.
Not that like I'm on a bunch of boats, but like those kind of TikTok. Yeah, I mean, the Titanic, but we all know who that went. Just like like you get those videos, those deep sea videos on TikTok, and it's like, yo ho. And it's just like super ginormous industrial ships in the middle of the ocean. And it's like, it's so big. Like, what? It doesn't make sense. I guess that. I guess I would have to go with that. I can't think of anything else.
That's a good one, though. That's good. What is your secret talent?
Oh, it's another one that I might hurt your ears with my mic, but I can like make this really loud, like clicking sound with my mouth. Like, you know how you can like click? Yeah. I can do it really loud. I'll save your ears, but just know I can do it really loud. And my mom, she said that she used to push me around like in a shopping cart when we were younger. I was like 2 years old and I'd be going around the grocery store and people were like, what is that sound? And I'd just be like super loud. Like, I feel like I'm not doing it justice, but just know it's like abnormally loud for some reason. I don't know how I figured out that I could do it, but that's something.
Amazing. Amazing.
Okay, my last question is, which teammate or former Texas A&M teammate would be your emergency contact and why?
Okay. I'd go with, I have two. Can I say two?
Yeah, say two, yeah.
Okay, I'd go with Taylor Humphrey or Emily Helmuth. So Taylor was one of our outside. She's number 11. And then Emily was our other outside, number 4. Just like really good, reliable friends, like will answer your text, like without like hesitation. And then just big like mama bear energy. Like, oh, I got you. Like, okay, like I'm coming. So yeah, for sure. Either one of those two. Absolutely.
Good friends.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I love that. We actually interviewed Emily in your locker room after the semifinals win. So she's so lovely.
I love that. She's the best.
She is the best.
She's the best. Shout out Emily.
Okay, and my last question. What is your go-to karaoke song?
Wow. Maybe like Diamonds by Rihanna or like,
Ooh.
I don't know. I feel like, yeah, either that or something by Adele. It wouldn't sound good probably, but
you try.
I try really hard. I would try my best.
And that's why karaoke is great, is when the people try really hard and
exactly.
They're okay.
It's a lost art. It's a lost art.
It truly is. Oh, well, Tatum, it was such a pleasure speaking with you and hearing about all these like fun stories, your career, your championship title, your future career, everything. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us.
No, thank you guys so much for having me. This has been so great, and I wish nothing but success for you guys and hopefully catching up in the city soon.
Yeah, definitely. No, thank you so much.
Yes, thanks.